Hello everyone and replay viewers, hello. So I have a different kind of project tonight. I'm going to be making my version of Story Stones. It's kind of not really Chocator related tonight, but I guess you could, use some of the transfers to make them. So I will also have anybody who's interested in having like a printable version, if you just comment, comment me or message me or something. So this is what they're going to look like when you print them out. But I made them very small. I don't know why. I think I was originally thinking like stones. And then I thought like, you could always like go for a walk, find stones and then paint them. Well, it's still kind of cold out, so, and then to find enough to make enough designs. But anyway, so I just did some little, almost like little mini, like paintings or whatever you want to call it. I did watercolor pencils and then just did a little water. So I just kind of made a whole little series. Oops, that one's upside down. And they're all the ones, sorry, they're kind of hard to see. All the ones I did so far are kind of, I don't know, like a camping theme, I would say. But my whole idea was just kind of like everybody's trying to find things to keep their kids busy. Well, you could cut like squares of paper, use, images from Pinterest or wherever, clip art. There's tons of clip art online, and kind of make, they can make their own, color them in, you could use anything to make these, from actual like rocks, paper, whatever, and just do them however you like. But these were kind of just the ones I came up with. Let me just kind of like lay them. I can't even, let's see, just lay some of them out. I feel like the hardest part is kind of coming up with an idea of, what to actually make. And I think it's just best, like, to, keep whatever, your design, like, just keep it pretty simple. Something that I found, if you have, so whether you're using paint or, whatever, this wouldn't work with crayon. But if you do some kind of permanent, like fine tip pen or marker, and after it's dry and everything, come back and just kind of, get a couple little spots, and it really makes the details pop. Oh, here's another one. I don't know this. Just trying to make it look like s'mores. I feel like it just kind of, I don't know, didn't really come out how I wanted. So what I was gonna do, let me just push these up. I don't really need to look at them so much. So yeah, I kind of felt like the easiest way to do this was just kind of like get a theme and kind of make things to go along that theme. So I just kind of picked, at first I was kind of like outdoors, kind of, I don't know, that's the hardest thing, picking a theme. And again, like I said, I'm just using watercolor pencils, but you could do like even like the little kids watercolor sets. You don't have to have like anything special to do this. You don't have to, be an artist or, whatever. Seriously, the pen, that's what makes all the difference. And these are just kind of like little doodles. So you could let your, have your kids make whatever designs they want. And then just, color them in and share them with each other. And so what I did was I'll just kind of show you. I scanned a couple of these in, and I just uploaded them and printed it out, and they actually came out really nice. I was kind of surprised how, like, the quality of how it just printed out, because I didn't really know what I was doing, so. But, and to get them round like that, I used a program called Canva, which is free. and I use it to do a lot of my little, my little, I don't want to say ads, I can't even think of the word, my stuff I post, my little, things about my little sales and whatever, my social media posts. So again, it's just like coloring book. I mean, you could use coloring book images. You could have kids take maybe from something that they're reading right now. Because, I used to love to read. Not at all. And, but this could have been something that could have maybe made me read. Because if I knew I was going to be making something from what I read. And I just have some water here. I'm saying a lot tonight. So this is like watercolor pencils, I feel like are, I don't know, I used to really do a lot of watercolor painting. And ever since I got pencils, the watercolor pencils, I feel like it's just gives you the same effect, and it's just so much easier. Because you can kind of blend your colors and stuff before even adding the water. You just don't want to do two areas that are right next to each other, just because then it'll blend together. And they kind of do the same. Shoot, I should have brought the camera closer. Let me just lift this up. Let's see. Just so you can kind of see. But again, the same thing would work for crayons or whatever. So I just picked, oh my gosh, I can't even pick these up. So I just I was trying to keep everything kind of more like cartoonish. But sometimes I get like a little, like that one, get a little carried away. But, so, and really just, even you can do these without even coloring stuff in, so, but I think like kids making these themselves, like that would be, that would make it really, really cool. If they have like favorite animals, or maybe like, a certain, like, I don't know, if they're like, oh, they love, I don't know, the North Pole or something, just do all things related to that. And, make them feel like they get to do a little something fun, or even if it's nice enough to go outside, have them make little, I don't know, pictures of what they see out there. Sorry, I can't, I always have that in talking. So, I have there's probably I don't know, 50 pencils here, so I get a little crazy with all the colors, blending the colors and stuff, but maybe a little orange. It's just a little something different to do. Just add a little orange in there. And I mean, if you just like the look of colored pencils, I'm sure I have colored pencils somewhere, but you could just leave it just like that. You don't even, watercolor pencils, you don't actually have to add the water to. Actually, I think with actual watercolor you have a little more control. So now I did the pen first on these, but depending on what I was doing, some of them I did the color first and did the pen after. You have to kind of test whatever pen you have. Like with these pens, I don't know, these are I don't know, from when I was taking art classes, they're waterproof and all that, but just kind of depends on what pens you're using if you're doing pen. And if you wanted to come back in and add like more, like say on this one, like more orange, you know, just let it dry. Use the hair dryer, whatever. I'll just do a couple of these. Just, you know, it's not like the most exciting thing to watch, especially since I have the camera so far away. I didn't think about that. I usually am working on something bigger. But so now like this one, obviously I'm gonna leave my cloud white. So I'm just gonna come in and I'm just gonna move that so I don't put my hand in it. And I'm just gonna put a couple shades of like bluish grayish. And it doesn't have to be filled in perfect. You just wanna just think of it like doodles. That's what go back to your, I don't know, what, like middle school days or high school days or whatever. You'd be talking on the corded phone in the kitchen and just be sitting there, I don't know, doodling on paper while you're on the phone. Back before cell phones. But yeah, so definitely to do this, you could just get like, inspiration anywhere. And think, you know, if you make a couple different ones kind of all pertaining to a certain subject, and then, you know, do some other ones, and then you can, you know, mix them together. I feel like I don't know what to say now. But yeah, just everybody wants something to keep their mind off of everything that's going on. So and even like, you know, it's good. I mean, I had fun making these. You know, think of it, everybody uses those like adult coloring books. How is this any different? Oops. So same kind of thing, you know. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and like make stories up with them, but so I'll just do this last one here and I'm trying so hard not to sniffle. It's like freezing in this room. And just kind of, I'm only putting, you know, the color behind just to kind of make the little images pop. And you don't have to like go all the way to the edges, you know, you just do it however you want. Channel your, I feel like Bob Ross used to say stuff like that. So I wasn't gonna like put myself under the pressure of actually like drawing a little, you know, a little thing while I was live, because I feel like I would just mess up just because that would be, I don't know, I feel like I would just mess up. So, let's see. Oops, I was just going to make that blue. I'm like, that's not going to work. This might be... So I hope everybody is trying to not go crazy. I don't know how, like, I feel like everybody else has been, you know, has been home for, you know, I don't know what, like 2 weeks or something. I've like been home for like 3 days and I don't know how everybody is doing it. I told myself, I'm like, I have to be like a little productive. I can't just, you know, watch TV. I cleaned out one of the cabinets in the kitchen, like, you know, one of those cabinets that you, I don't know, it just gets, you just shove stuff in it and then it gets a little out of control. So that was my little, and I cleaned up the kitchen today, but that was my little project. It's that cabinet that you're like, oh, I never use this pan, and you just like shove the pans in there, and you use about like 3 things from the cabinet. So I probably could get rid of like everything that's in the cabinet, other than, I don't know, like the paper plates, and it wouldn't matter. So it's just, this isn't like the most exciting one, but so it's just a little something. Some of them, of course, like anytime you do stuff like this, you'll always have ones you like better. I don't know why, I like this one. It just came out so cute. It's not even really what a tent looks like. They're not even shaped like that anymore, but it's just kind of like what you picture in your head. But so that is my little project for tonight. Totally random, but I mean, you can definitely, like, you know, make a story out of it. Like, I don't know, so you walked in the woods, you picked up wood, you made a fire, you know, roasted marshmallows, ate s'mores, you know, whatever you wanna do. So tomorrow I will be back with a chalk couture project. I'm not sure what, and definitely if anyone is interested, I couldn't figure out how to upload these to the page. I know I can upload them in a group, but if anybody wants a copy of, it's not all of them, but it's like these, I think it's like 10 different ones. You can just message me and I can email it to you. All right, have a great night.